Hey friends, it's Hillary at Good Wellesley Dogs. Let's talk for just a few minutes about motivation. What is motivating to you? Think about your work. Now, it's really great if you love what you do for a living. I love what I do for a living, but let's be real. We all are motivated to get our work done, to get up each and every day and to try, hopefully our hardest, by getting paid for the job that we do. Now, your dog is no different, although they couldn't care less about money. Your dog is motivated by their food. Now, somewhere along the line, we all got the message that we as good dog owners are supposed to throw 2 or 3 meals into a bowl and give it to our dogs each and every single day just for them showing up and being cute. Okay, now, when they're older and they've learned all the things you want them to do and they're reasonably well behaved, you can get away with just feeding your dog out of a bowl for all of their meals. Fine, no harm, no foul. But if you're struggling with your dog, or if your dog is struggling with the world, you need to use your food more strategically. Why? Because that is your dog's primary motivator. So, what do I mean by this? Let's just say your dog doesn't want to go in the crate. Stop giving them 2 or 3, if they're a young puppy, free meals a day out of their bowl. Start feeding them in the crate. Start when they're hungry and offer them first thing in the day when it would be time for them to eat their breakfast, a little bit of food to play the scavenger hunt game in the crate with the door open. Feed them in the crate with the door open. If your dog is anxious at the sight of the crate or the sound of the crate door, associate it with a positive by feeding them with the door open. Then you can start to change the game a little bit over time, just over a couple of days and several meals, and you can use that food to totally recondition them to have a very positive experience with their crate. Now, it's not just the crate that this works for. This can work for anything that they are having trouble with. It can even get you that elusive, I want my dog to always come when called. Yeah, you can get that if you know what your goal is, if you make a plan, and you stop giving your dog payment for their job, which is their daily food, for free. Stop giving it to them for free. Because if we went to work and we just showed up and said, hey, how you doing? And then sat there and looked cute and people paid us, you better believe that we would not get any work done. And your dog is the same way. So make a plan for only feeding your dog when they come to you, when you say the cue word that you want to use. And it's great to put your hand, teach them to come and touch your hand so they come in nice and close to you. Feed them that way. If you want to have a dog that comes every single time that you call it, you have to be willing to put in the work and use their primary motivator, which is their food, to pay them for the job of always coming when called. And when you have turned their job into always coming when called, and that's the only thing you pay them for, or whatever it is that you want to work on right then you will have success with the things that are eluding you with your dog. It could be leash walking problems. It could be coming when called. It could be not wanting to go into the crate. It could be chasing the cat. It could be stealing items. Anytime that you can set up how you want to show your dog the positive, what you do want them to do, and start paying them only for that, then you are going to get a whole lot less of what you don't want them to do and eventually extinguish it. But you've got to work with your dog's primary motivator, and you've got to be patient. And above all else, stop paying your dog for being cute, because your dog's not learning anything by you bringing it a bowl 2 or 3 times a day and just paying it. And for God's sake, don't say, my dog won't work for food because they're a picky eater. We know because we leave it down on the floor all the time and they hardly eat anything. That's why your dog doesn't eat its food, because you give it to them to have all day and all night as a buffet, and they will not eat it and they don't value it because they are not working for it and it's always available to them. And we do not value anything that's always available to us. So make your food valuable to your dog. Start making them work for their food, and you're going to have a much better behaved dog, and you're going to be really proud of both of you. Okay, see you again soon. Bye-bye.